Welcome back to Timberborn, and we're going to carry on with our new water feature. But I was kind of browsing the colony and I noticed that a bunch of our coffee plants had died off, and we don't really have that many. So I thought I'd throw in very quickly a forester to replant those. Let's get the game running as well. This was from our little flooding incident that we had. So we have a lot of spare bots hanging around. So it might be worth me actually putting them to work. If I had somewhere to build some hauling posts. If only I had somewhere to build some hauling posts. What we should also do probably is maybe but pause a few of the breeding pods, because we're really not needing quite so many beavers now. So let's pause a few of those. And I don't really want to put hauling posts on prime land like that. So although this is green land, it's not quite so prime land. So let's just throw a couple of hauling posts there for bots. And we'll make building those a priority, and we'll make them low priority jobs. And I guess maybe we could just switch over one of those as well. Now, there is the whole Skystorm argument that you shouldn't use bots as haulers and builders because they go quite slowly, and they do sometimes, but you know, I'm not so worried. I've played on a bit. We've gone through a drought, and we do have the fact that at the moment the water is a little bit contaminated here, and it's not rehydrating some of this because it's a little bit contaminated, but it'll soon sort itself out. I mean, I could allow this to be a bit more contaminated. We could maybe go 3%, and that should open up. That's probably fine. Once this is built, it'll be okay, because we're going to do, in a Skystorm style, we're going to blast this out so it does hydrate all the way around. Yeah, you may notice that this has expanded a little bit, and if I do that, I've put in all the bridges we need. I've done a little bit more work down here trying to make this look less flat. It's not perfect still, but it'll be okay. We could maybe do a bit more over here, as I'm not very good at this. This kind of more artistic stuff is not really my thing, you know. I'm more about the build crazy things, so. But we've got that going. I've put in 2 more centrifuges because these guys were struggling for extract. We are struggling a little bit for bad water. We're going to work on that in a bit. I've started to set some things up. I actually had put in some bad water pumps here, but then I realized that when the drought was over, it's going to be less pure bad water, so we're going to do something different. But before that, we're going to delete you and you so that we can get those back, and we can detonate this now. Performance should be a little bit better today because I'm on my better computer. I did a bit of, I've put in some more grease factories as well, because we had canola oil, but we still didn't have grease. We now have a tiny bit. So yeah, we are still fighting a losing battle on the grease front. Over here, I ripped some trees out and I put in some more eggplants and soybeans because we seem to be constantly short of those. So part of the eggplants is because we're processing them. We've got loads of eggplant rations. We've actually got loads of fermented soybeans as well, so maybe that's not a problem, but I put some more in anyway. And we had so many trees that it really wasn't an issue. And we could maybe plant those oaks up just so it looks kind of nice there, and that's that they're starting to spread. That's fine. Over here we have all of the dynamite in. Are you're not in? fact it didn't place you, we can get that one. So let's do some exploding. What we're actually going to do is pause. I'm going to see if we didn't place a piece there either. It's fine. Anyway, we can reach that one, so we can tidy that up afterwards. We're going to see if we can manage to detonate every group at once. See, there's a bit there that I'm going to need to place as well. Yep. So if we now hit play, you get one giant explosion, and hopefully some relatively flat terrain. Yeah, with a few bits to tidy up. That's okay. That's okay. So, no, let's get the deleting tool, shall we? Let's delete you. You need to be a double. We're going to want to cover you in single dynamite. You've got that there. I'm going to fill this back in, which seems kind of weird when we've spent ages digging it out, but you know, one of those things, isn't it? Let's detonate you and put in the triple there. That's in, so let's detonate you. That will go in. We're going to need a bit of work to get to that one, so we sneak past down there. We can. Or we could probably just come along here and do that and that. Put a triple there. There. Let's detonate you. And you can go. You can go. Does that need to exist still? Not really. So probably what I should do is try and set these to empty. And I think the problem is that we have so much of all of these resources at the moment that probably what I should do is pause all of you and maybe pause a bunch of plank production. Because if we look, we've got 1,600 planks and over 1,000 metal beams, and so they're going to struggle to empty them if they're full. The other thing that I have done is I have removed all of the bridges along this side, and we are slowly working on removing them along here, but I'm having to do them a bit at a time because of access. So what I need to do is delete the there, and then they can pick the rubble up from that one, and then we work back. And can now probably delete those, and hopefully they can get those. Yeah, so it's a bit of a slow process to tidy this up, but we're working on it. And that's going to give us a nice huge plateau to build our new industrial area on once it's all done. But I think it's going to take a while. Come on, game, you can catch up. Well done. So over this way, what do we need to be looking at doing? We probably want to fill that weird little area in, and that can go. So let's do that. No, don't delete all of that. That would be so much pain. That would be so much pain. Hopefully there's a path that they can take to get to where they need to get to. Let's do that, and then we can put the path back, and we'll tidy up some stuff as we need to there. Oh, we can't, of course you can't put a dirt block under there, but yeah, that'll make that a bit better. We're eventually going to have to start deleting some of this stuff, but that's okay. And eventually we can maybe start moving some of this stuff around. But anyway, back over here have they put in? So the coffee bushes are back in, which is good. So you can go and we can unmark the planting area just because it looks nicer. Awesome. And what we were going to do, who remembers? You remembered, well done. We're going to put in our expansion of the bad water pumping. So I am going to terraform out here. So we're going to come out like that. That I put that in because of where I put in the bad water pumps that I've removed because I wanted the bots to be working super efficiently. Escaping. So yeah, we'll come. I'm not too worried about blocking that up. That'll be fine. And ideally we need, and that'll get us 2 extra if we do that. You could actually get 3 extra because we could then go platforms to there. So 4 extra. We could do that, yeah. And I'm going to do platforms across the back. I mean, I could do platforms for all of this, but I don't want to. And you can't tell me I'm wrong. Well, you can. And some of you probably will. But hey, it's fine. And then we can go water, deep bad water pump, there. And we're going to switch you around. I can go there, there. And then we'll run that to there and to there. And that'll do that job. And we'll make you be bots. And that will give us a nice boost in our pumping capacity. So before any of you say now that about my computer not being capable of running this game, this computer has a 7950X CPU in it and a 4070 Ti. This is the game struggling to run. At this point, it is not my computer. Yes, it's the game. The game is still not well optimized in my opinion. I have 16 cores and 32 threads, and the game seems to run on 1 thread, mostly. So, yeah. The graphics card is half asleep, and there's not a lot I can do about that. So, anyway, we'll get them to get this built. I'm actually going to give this a bit of a medium boost in priority over the dirt because we do need to get more bad water coming in because this district is struggling for bad water, and that's holding back some of our other things like production of extract, which we need for production of dirt. So, and we need dirt to build this so we can finish this project off. All linked. It's all linked. So while they're doing that, we're going to come back over here. Now, these guys do not now have dirt extractors, and there's a bit of me that says maybe actually that there is 0 point in doing this because we could just put the dirt extractors back here, which is in fact what I think we might do. Because that seems kind of, you know, we know they fit. They were here before. Let's detonate that. Now that does mean we're going to be basing the rest of this industrial area around this, which might not be a huge problem. So that's in. Sorry for the wildly swinging camera. They are really struggling to empty that stuff out. But let's think about what we need. And the way to do that is to select this district probably and have a look at what we need. So, bop stuff, I'm not worried about that. Will take care of itself. Dirt, clearly. Extract, clearly. Grease, clearly. So mainly the things that we deleted previously. So I quite like that I've been doing these recently, which is just to put a very simple staircase up here. And then we're going to put a set of chargers in front, and then we will put an extract tank. Actually, what we could do, should we do that and then just step them back even further? No. Oh, that's what we could do. We'll put the pit tanks in, and we'll run the path along the front. It would be eminently sensible to just drop power down from here. I feel like it would equally be sensible. So we should probably delete that one now. Just use the delete tool. Yeah. I feel like we should keep the access up to the top, even though in theory we don't necessarily need it. I think we can probably start deleting the stuff this side. So you can go, I think. You can go, I think. And you can go. Probably, and they can get to those, so we'll leave them to get to them. Probably some random bits of path that we can delete, and I think there's probably sense in doing that because it probably, as long as I'm careful, helps with some of the FPS issues as well. You know, if there's not a path that, the beavers are trying to calculate routes along, then that's probably a good thing. That one can go as well straight away. So, yep. Cool. But yeah, power wise, what I think we'll do is we'll do that. And then just a simple straight power shaft. And those. We're going to do the pit tanks for extract. Set to obtain. You might not need to, but kind of like that setup. I'm guessing they might not be able to reach that. Not saying they can't, which confuses me, but anyway. And then we're going to do power. We'll put a downward power shaft there. Put a corner there. We'll run. No. Put you there, and then I'll remember that vertical power shafts are a thing this time. And we'll do that. And that'll give us our power connection into here. I'm amazed they're not saying they can't get to that. So we'll see how they do. That's that. It also means actually if we make that a three-way, because, you know, who doesn't love a three-way? It'll give us options to then put stuff this side of the path, which I think is sensible because very clearly, and again, if we select this district, do we have, we don't even have a huge amount of canola oil. So I think that I will be back in one moment. I think that what we should be doing is putting in a mixture of things. Probably because we need one of the places we're going to need extract is here. We should put in, and we are perpetually low on extract. I'm going to put 3 centrifuges there. We'll bring, again, we'll use a 3-way connection. We'll bring power down that way. It might actually, sorry beavers, or bots in this case. I am going to set those back by 1. Means we need to delete that as well, so that we can put some small storages to help with the production again. So we'll do the same thing. We'll come in with the small dynamites there, because we have got lots of space here, so we don't need it to squash everything in, is my view. They have built that. Awesome. You will be bots once you exist. What can't you get? It's too far from a district. Oh, because some rocket genius didn't build a path to it. There we go. Still too far from a district. Ah, because they've not built the staircase yet. That'll probably help. So yeah, if we go detonate, hopefully they can build all of these as well. Detonate, and then we'll put in the pit tanks. Do these need logs as well, don't they? So we should put in a pit pile as well for logs. Set to obtain, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5, which is, so we'll do bad water obtain, What do they use more of in the recipe for bad water? Gives 1 extract. So we'll do bad water obtain. Then you'll be extract supply and extract supply. And we've also got those extract tanks there, which are set to obtain, which is going to get a bit circular, but you know. And you'll be bots. And we really need them to get this power connection finished. So let's prioritize that. What else did I just prioritize randomly? You can just be normal, thank you. So you're going to be prioritized by haulers. You're going to be prioritized by haulers. So are you. And if they would please come, that's too, that they can't build. Okay, after all of that, right. So let's do that. Might let them build it. No. This path I'm going to get rid of in a moment. I think we'll do something more sensible for getting them in. Right, those are now all empty, so they can go. Which means that can go. Which is good. Hopefully that they can get to that then. Once that's done, let's just have a quick peek up here. There is no more space for logs and planks. I am not surprised. But I mean, the cool thing is we've got charging here for bots as well once they've got power. So that should hopefully help with this. And if I do more of this setting stuff back, we can keep having charging for stuff integrated in rather than having to have these big banks of charging, which will be good. So yeah, come build this, please. We've apparently got no space for logs and planks, so you should have loads of them. And I'm playing on ×2 speed. I'm trying to help the game run more tolerably. So just thinking about other things that we might need. Actually, the other thing that I wanted to do while we're over here and while it's not so critical is put in that tunnel. So longest tunnel there. So that's a 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then we would need 1, 2, 3, 4. I think a 5 might do it. Let's just see if a 6 goes red. 7. I think they must be overlapping at that point. I mean, somehow it will let me put a 9 in. Maybe we wait for that to be built and then see what happens. I don't know what happens if you overlap them, actually. Does it get unhappy? Let's just try up here where no one can get to. I can get to them. Okay, maybe it just doesn't care if you overlap them. Let's just test it up there. That might be worth testing, because in that case I might just play it super cautious and yeah, it seems like they don't care if you massively overlap them. So we'll just test that, and because that'd be good, because then we can get rid of all of this stuff, which they now can't recover the scrap from, but I kind of don't care. So, yes, 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 you can all go, and then we're going to get the delete rubble tool, and I'm just going to delete it all, because we have lots of resources now, and then we can just delete the path across the top. And that will be much neater. Yeah, so that seems to work just fine. So, and if I delete that, there's still path 3 there. So yeah, that works. Cool. All right, let's delete that randomness. Delete, delete, delete. But in theory, our 9 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess the way to test it is if I do maybe, I don't know actually. Would I be expecting the path lights up when I do that, but not when I do that? So let's do that. And hopefully we'll see beavers going through the tunnel. Right, over here, in the meantime, everything's running, which is cool. So now what we can do is, what point do we just get rid of those chargers? That power connection. So that power connection is now essentially useless because it's just providing that bank of chargers. But in case we need them, what we can do is just temporarily throw in those. We'll let them get those built, and then I can delete all of this mess, and we can do some more blasting. So while they're doing that, let's trundle over here. And right, this is in. You didn't get botasized, so these should be working now. You didn't get botasized either. Bot ones are pumping. We still don't have huge amounts of bad water. This is clearly a very busy area from how the performance plummets, but yeah. I mean, I guess if I needed to, I could raise this up, because are they just not quite sat in the bad water? They're 71% productivity, so I think they're okay. Yeah, because the depth is less than 6, so yep, they're pumping. Cool. Right, this is all sorted itself out. Wow, they're cracking on with building this, which is great. I think they can reach everything that we need them to. The other step that we will want to do is come in here, and because of the suggestion that dirt blocks are better for performance than levies, we'll use some dirt blocks for some of this, and we'll try and minimize our use of levies a little bit. No, we want to go higher than that though. Delete dirt blocks through there. I'm not actually sure how high we're going to have the water in this area, but we'll do that. We'll put in a few dam pieces, and then we'll put dirt blocks across there, and I'll put a path across there. And yeah, that's actually the right level, because that's the level we've done all the rest of that, so that's cool. That's the level of that, which is one higher than the level of this, which might not be good actually. But what I think I'm going to do, actually remove those, and for the first time in a while, we're going to put in some floodgates. It means we can't build those, so what we're actually going to do is delete the floodgates for now, put in a triple bridge, and then we'll put the floodgates in afterwards. Yeah. Planning and forethought. So we have a little bit of extract and bad water now, but not in excess, but we've got enough. So yeah, these guys are just about doing their job, which is cool. Might be that we've got a storage tank there and there, so I don't feel like maybe it's really necessary to... Their productivity is pretty good. I don't think we need to necessarily have them prioritized by haulers. Cool. Let's let them keep working on that building project, and we'll come back over here. So those are in, so we can now delete these. Goodbye, and you can go, and you can go, you can go. That means you can go. Wow, we built a long power line to put those chargers in, didn't we? There was definitely a point where we were desperate for charging ability. So you can go there. That means you're going, because I hate those square bits of path that we get. You're going, you're going, you're going, you're going, you're going. Yes, all of it goes. And you can be set to empty. You can be deleted. You're going to be used in a moment. And you're going to be deleted. And then very soon we're going to... Is there nowhere to put that? I don't know. We'll see if the haulers come along in a moment. But guess what we're going to do? I know. Very predictable of me. Lots of explosions. Up here, to delete the next one of these. And this is going to be a pretty slow process, but if we go slowly, we'll recover all the resources and eventually we'll have this all opened up and it'll look pretty awesome. So next we will delete those. We can probably delete you, I think. Yep, that's all been recovered. So let's delete that little bit of path. Yeah. Cool. So I think over here we still only have the one bad water, which is something that we need to address. But that's a job for future me as we redesign this whole area, because basically what we can do is change how this works. I think that's what we'll end up doing. So I don't think we have, if I click on here, no, we are completely full with our canola storage. So you're empty, you can become canola oil. Means they should now come flying in to empty that. I will be back in a while. Let's continue, shall we? I also think I should move this because it's in a place that we want to explode. Having explosions around warehouses full of explosives is generally considered a bad idea from a safety point of view, I believe. So we're going to do that, and we're going to set that to be emptied, and let's make that a priority, and then we can delete that. And while we're at it, let's make it double speed, not single speed. And excuse me, we will just work our way down here, something like that, and then we can fill in the rest of this. And we'll have to be very careful about deleting the paths that allow. Can I delete that one? Do I want to delete that one? I'm not sure I want to delete that one, if I'm honest. And I'm just going to delete that now. And then we can do that. And let's delete those as well and put that in. We may as well delete those, and then we can replace them with something else. And that can be deleted. And then we can do that. And you can be exploded too. You might need to stay. You can stay, I think. So we'll get all of those placed. We'll get that blown up. That'll give us a nice flat plateau. Probably want to start also backfilling this so that it's also the same level. We're going to level it out. Let's do it properly, shall we? Right, all of that explosives is in, so I'm going to delete that piece of path there, and I'm going to delete that ladder and that ladder, and we'll let them retreat. And then we'll reconnect things once they have retreated. So hurry up and go away, bots, because you may end up being exploded. Why are you still coming over here? You technically don't have a way to get to this. I'm assuming they had their jobs assigned before. And so let's start detonating that. Oh, we missed a piece that we wanted. We missed a few pieces that we wanted. That's okay. So we can now come in and grab those. Probably grab that one as well. Then we'll put a staircase there. We'll put path there. And for now, I'll snake path. We'll use land that exists so it can be joined up. And that'll be good because that should have, if I do this, reconnected everything. May not be optimal, but it'll at least work. And let them do more things. So we'll let them work on building that stuff up for now. I'll keep the builders busy for a little while. Let's just jump up here. And we still need them to collect all of those. So we might need to build some more storage actually. At some point. Back over here, we're making cracking progress. They've got a lot of this done, which is cool. We probably need to give a bit of a nudge to the priority of that stuff. Because then I think we could start to open some of this up. We also need to come in here with some dynamite. And let's first delete that. And I think if we go single there, double there, single there, it'll keep some of the character of that, which will be good. I'm really not sure how this is all going to work once we start flooding it, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. In theory, I think we're going to go for it. Famous last words. What's the worst that could happen? Hey, what's the worst that could happen? He says, as we start to pour water into here. I think we'll be okay. I think we should be okay. We can always turn it off with the sluice gates here. Obviously, it's going to take away from this stuff a bit, but our power network is so overpowered that it really doesn't matter. And I think this is going to make this look a lot better. And that was kind of the whole point. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. It'll take a while to fill, I think, because it's quite big, but get rid of these. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like. So we'll start the process now because it's going to take a while. It's done most of this side. Yeah, so most of that in. So we can probably delete you and you and you, and you can start recovering those resources. So we'll let them do that. They'll be working on building that, so we won't detonate that dynamite yet. That is just a case of them getting to build it. Some of this stuff they can't build yet. We're going to have to mess around with the ladders and stuff to get them to it. That's okay. Over here, they're still building that. That's fine. Leave them to it. This is all done, so you can be deleted and they can start recovering that. I'm kind of tempted to use some deep mechanical pumps to actually get water flowing down here maybe, but I'm also getting to the point where we do maybe need to start wrapping this save up. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So back over here, they're just doing a job. They're doing their jobs. They've actually done a pretty quick job of getting that terraformed. Maybe we should do that as well, and maybe there, like that. And maybe we should actually got rid of that. And that. We can just start to make all of this nice and uniform. That's what I feel the Iron Teeth would enjoy, is uniformity. That would be good. All right, let's detonate you. And detonate you. And those. We can tidy up all of the pathage at some point, but that's that one mostly. I've got a little bit of work to do back there, and if we come over this side, we've still got a lot to do. So I guess we start in here with, can't take you out, I think so. What does that power line do? That connects down. Just brings charging down there for bots in a rather messy way. I feel what would be nicer, at least for now, is to, so we can tidy all that up, is actually to build an engine and just put some chargers around it. I think that would be better. We can then disconnect under there and tidy everything up. I think that would be better. Because we can delete all of this hideous mess, which comes all the way up here, and, you know, make it nice and level and tidy it up. Could maybe put the mine in there, move the metal processing. Yeah. Is our path working? Appears to. But, I mean, I guess we don't have the flood of beavers going through there anymore. Up here, we can now delete you, and we'll get you picked up at some point. Yeah, so we need to get this in, and we'll delete all of that. We'll do a power connection there, science, you there, you across there, like that. So otherwise it's only really those few there, which are not really that well placed, I don't think. So delete you. Yeah, let's be careful deleting this stuff. We don't want to delete anything useful, you know, like levees that hold in water, because that would be kind of bad. I mean, this was quite a big construction project that we did, and maybe I leave this connection for now, actually. Yeah, maybe I leave most of that, and we just get rid of the stuff we need to get rid of up here to tidy everything up. That seems sensible, actually. Let's do that. So we'll just make sure that we've replaced the stuff down here. So let's make that a high priority. Yeah, let's do that. That feels like the good idea option. What are we doing for bad water now? We have 300. Wow. I guess if you've got enough, that's fine, because this never stops. So, you know, this is looking kind of cool. This is looking kind of cool. We're probably not going to get it full. But it's starting to look cool as it fills up. can probably, it would appear, turn off some plank production for a bit. If I can get to them. There we go. Let's save ourselves a little bit of something. I don't know what we'll save, but... yeah, so they're working on putting those in, because, yeah, we just don't have space for planks. Does that mean over in craft caves? Oh, because I think we have a plank storage over here. Yeah, even that's full. Okay. Maybe I just start deleting them in that case. That needs to be built still. That's all done. So let's delete you and see what they pick up of that. We'll let that get done. That bit's done, so you can be deleted. That still needs work. You can be deleted. And I could probably help them out here by just throwing in a pile, couldn't I? I know we had a pile here and I deleted it. Pain. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, this is going to take a while to fill up. Because the water's going in multiple directions. I mean, I could put something in here to stop it, but, you know, we'll just let it happen. Just let it happen. Because they're still building everything anyway. Over here, terraforming's going in, which is cool. This is not set to be bots. It's not. Someone probably posted that and told me. Let's make this a right angle, because currently it's a wrong angle. No, that was a terrible joke, wasn't it? And I think what we'll do is delete that and all of that and all of that and all of that. Yes, and you can go, and I need to decide what I want to do around here, whether I knock this all right back. I think I do. So let's start that process. So we need a bunch of single dynamite there, double dynamite there, and some triple dynamite there, and some double dynamite can go in there. Go ahead and place some of that, see how they get on there. I've got most of that terraforming done. I mean, this is going to be a huge area to build an industrial complex. I know I just blasted a load of this out, but I'm thinking what we actually do is straighten this up. We actually have 2 whole bad water pumps, but what I'm thinking, maybe we leave that actually, but maybe we just put a few more bad water pumps up here to up our bad water pumping capacity. Might be sensible. But I think we're coming to the end of today's video, so go have a peek over here. Let's set that to be an obtain. But I think this is starting to look, it's got potential. Obviously it's still a bit of a building site, but I can see probably we're going to end up just deleting a bunch of the rubble. It's got a lot of filling to do still, but yeah, I think it's got potential. So hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, click the like button. Comments, questions, suggestions below. So with the whole game performance thing, I thought that the game had been updated to run on multiple CPU cores, and it appears it's not for me. So any thoughts on that would be much appreciated. Beyond get a better CPU, because I don't really want to have to do that for my traveling computer. And I'll see you next time. Bye.